first, thank you for coming on a late evening to PORTMAN College, which is always good to have the same people coming, which is good. That means you say you want to learn. Okay? First thing first, I'm going to ask you the first question. How many of us here want to be very, very successful and make a lot of money? Please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Very good. How many of us here really want to make a lot of money for a very long time to come? Please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Good. If that's your objective for a very, very long time to come, this talk tonight is very important to you. If you want to just make money for a very short time and fast, quick money, very easy, you can do that. But you also lose it very, very quickly. In life, it's like this. Easy come, easy go. Heard before? Life is like this. If you don't work hard to build anything, it will come, it will also leave you very fast. So I'm a firm believer, if you don't put effort into making something happen, it will also disappear very quickly. And tonight's talk is on this thing called what is it called? Brand. Brand. The only way, if you were to create and make a lot of money for a very long time for sustainable period, the keyword is sustainable. What's the keyword? Sustainable. Very good. Sustainable is about a very long time to come. And that's the whole idea in business. The whole idea in business, the whole idea in everything that you do is to make sure something is sustainable. And the only way anything is sustainable, whether it's a business, whether it's your life, is about creating a brand. Okay? So tonight's talk, for those of you who have been following me for this whole entire series, from learning how to get rich from the different kinds of assets, and to learning how to build a business from different reasons, you will need to know why the brand is so important. Back to our fundamentals, ESBI, alright, from Kiyosaki, cash flow quadrant very quickly, and why you need to know this brand so important. Okay? For those of you who do not know, Kiyosaki is a good friend that I've known for a very long time. I know him, he don't know me. Okay? Just a good friend because he has taught me a lot of things. This is called the cash flow quadrant. Very quick summary so that you know why branding is so important. Okay? First thing first. E stands for? Employee. Employee, very good. S stands for? Self-employed. B stands for? Business. And I stands for? Investment. Very good. If you are this side, employee, self-employed, for the rest of your life you will be poor. Very good. And if you are this side, for the rest of your life you will be rich. Rich. Excellent. Must be important students, so smart. So what's important here is this: poor and rich. Which side do you want to become? Rich. Rich. Why is branding the topic so important tonight? Creating a brand from no money or very little money. Because a lot of people ask me, Ernie, create a brand, need a lot of money one. I will show you tonight 3 very specific ways. No need money one. It just requires a lot of time and effort. Require a lot of time and effort. Very good. Remember that. Building a brand is all about putting a lot of time and effort into creating a strong brand for the purpose of what? Sustainability. Okay? So, if you want to be this side, you need to create a strong brand, and to create a strong brand for the purpose of a business. For a business, you need 3 components to make the business work. First thing first, you must have a business team. Business plan can buy one. Internet, Google, a lot of business plan. What business you want to start? Don't know. Let's say a restaurant lah. Google business restaurant plan. Google come out straight and got plan already. Okay. Whatever you want plan, also can Google, free of charge. Business team is what's not so easy. Business team are the people that you hire, the people that you work with. Okay? Number 2, we need to have business systems. Business systems means to say the way we do what we do in the business. For example, if I am serving the clients nasi lemak, I must have the same ingredients, same tasting nasi lemak every single time. Cannot today taste good, tomorrow taste bad. Today sweet, tomorrow sour. Cannot. Telur today full, tomorrow half. Cannot. Systems is about 2 words. The 2 C's. Very good. Consistency and continuity. For a brand, For business systems, it's about every single time the same. Consistency is every single time also the same. You see PORTMAN logo, red color, every single time the same color logo. Okay? The same font type, every single time the same. If you talk about continuity, it means to say for the rest of this entire time until I rebrand, it will be the same. Same supplier, same material, same color. So branding is all about these two words, consistency and continuity. Very good, very important. Business team and business system. Ultimately, when you have a business team, business system, we are building a business brand. So this is where we are, and that's why branding is so important. If you want to be able to create wealth, kekayaan, a lot of money, wealth in Chinese is very good. A lot of money, a lot of cash to pay a lot of things, and everybody needs to pay bills. One, you buy a house, you need to pay. You bake cookies, also need to pay for flour and eggs and everything. So where the money come from? So we need to find ways to create wealth. And if you want to bake a cookie, you cannot just bake a cookie with chocolate chip, then you'll be known as chocolate chip. But the whole idea is you want to stamp chop your logo, your brand onto it, so that you can then create portfolio income. Wow, all of a sudden it becomes PORTMAN chocolate chip cookie. You got to brand it. You got to make sure every single time I take a bite into the cookie, it tastes the same every single time. So building a team to produce the cookie, making sure I have the chef, the sous chef preparing the flour, someone putting into the whole entire machine. So everyone is working, a team, a flow. Making sure every single time is the same. Every single cookie tastes the same. And the brand, it will make you and allow you to create a sustainable long-term business. The keyword in building a brand is the keyword called sustainability. What is it called? Sustainability. Very good. Starting a business is easy. Very easy. Pay 2 ringgit, register, start. Today, I cook you nasi lemak. One nasi lemak, you are happy because I cook for you. If I open 100 stores to serve the same nasi lemak, easy or not easy? Why? Consistency and continuity. We got to watch for the brand. Okay? So, do you agree with me right now that branding is very important? So fast, yes already. Not so easy. I will show you. Slides, please. I'm going to show you now that why branding is so important. Hey, why got plant? Since when my talk become planted? Oh, let's talk about plants then. If you know me better, your slide. If you know me better, you give me what slides also I talk. I didn't get the slides yet. From Shake by Shake. Do you have your laptop with the slides?
Yeah.
My slides?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Downstairs.
Oh, I haven't put it yet? Okay, I thought you got already. Never mind, I continue first. Please get the slides for me. Your laptop directly and hook it up. Oh, we have Patrick's slides now. So you're all very focused on, which is good, which is good. They took care of the industry man. Today we have a very special guest. Okay, we have PORTMAN's industry mentor, Mr. Patrick. I'm going to introduce him a little bit more later on. Okay, and he's going to be speaking half of the time so that you get an understanding from his perspective on branding and communication. He's also an expert and a good friend of mine. So later on, I will share with you more about him before I introduce him. So before they bring the slides up here, I will need to show you why this brand is so important. So now that you see that this is so important, how do you create a brand with no money or very little money? Do you think it costs a lot of money to build a strong brand? No. Why you say no? With hard work, okay. Early on, what did I say? You need 2 things, right? What are the 2 things? Time and effort. What is time? Time is money. What is time? 24 hours, right? 24 hours. How many hours do you have? 24. How many hours do I have? Okay. So building a brand is matter of whether you're willing to put more 24 hours than I am, or either way lah. You get it? Effort, what is effort? How much of the 24 hours we're willing to put in? You got it? So building a brand does not necessarily requires money. Okay? So there are three things which I'm going to share with you shortly, which I'm going to go back once you put up the slide. The first thing that you need to build a brand with no money is this. If you were to build a business, usually it started by who? Yourself. Very good, thank you very much. What's your name, ma'am? Intan. You start yourself. So when you start a business, you are the boss. You're the owner. You're the founder, right? Since you're the founder, you're the owner, what's the best thing to do with yourself? Make yourself the brand ambassador. Some companies, they like to use people like Nicole David, CIMB, world champion. They pay her 1 million ringgit, endorse her face for the rest of the year. Do you have money to spend? Do you want to spend 1 million? No need. Why? You are the owner, man. If you are the owner, you are the boss, you are the #1 brand for your company, shouldn't you be the brand ambassador? So the #1 and the best strategy that anyone can ever use, free of charge, no need to pay one, is the #1 strategy, branding with no money, is using you, the founder, CEO, as the loudspeaker. As the what? Loudspeaker. You become the brand ambassador, you become the brand itself. You become the person that will be seen in every single poster, banner, bunting, every single thing. Tak cantik, tak apa. Tak perlu cantik. You think Richard Branson very cantik? You think my former kawan boss very cantik, handsome, Tan Sri Lanka? You don't need to be cantik. You just need to be two things. You want to know the two things? The two things are to create a very strong brand ambassadorship, the CEO, you yourself, becoming the brand ambassador, because a company is a company. A company represented by a human being, a brand ambassadorship, is what gives life to the company. Sir Richard Branson, heard of him? Heard of Sir Richard Branson? If you never heard Sir Richard Branson, I must say another brand. Virgin. I'm not asking you Virgin. How many of you here are Virgin? Raise your hand and say aye. How many of us here have heard of the brand called Virgin? Raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Very good. Virgin is a brand, bukan anak dara. Maybe you want to start a product called Dara, anak dara. Mak dara, okay? Yes, very good. So Virgin was a brand started by Richard Branson. Alright? It was a magazine that became multi-dimensional businesses using the Virgin brand. For example, Virgin Galactic, fly to the Galactic, go where? Space. Virgin Galactic go where? Space. Virgin Atlantic, do what? Aeroplane. Virgin Money, do what? Money. Virgin Talk, do what? Talk. Virgin Mobile, Virgin Air, Virgin this, Virgin everything under the roof. Over the last 30-some years, Virgin brand has extended brand extension to everything under the roof. You name it, he has it. Virgin balloons. Alright? Virgin V, makeup. Virgin trains. Everything they also have. A lot succeeded, a lot failed. You need to remember this. Two things you can do free of charge to build a brand. First thing is, you need to be totally transformational in your product, and you representing it, saying it. For example, after you use Virgin V, you'll be the most amazing, beautiful, awesome looking woman in the world. Transformational. If you want your product and the person to stand out extraordinary, amazing, you have to be transformational. You have to be what? Very good. So you must be claiming something as the brand ambassador, the CEO of your company. True, not true yet. You have to position and claim the position, because people want to see the brand represented by someone. Do you understand? So that's the first thing you do. You are claiming transformational. So for example, Facebook, is it transformational? Why is it transformational? Why is Facebook transformational? Because it connects people from the world. Right? Is Google transformational? Do you know the CEO of Facebook? Yes? No. Mark Zuckerberg, right? Do you know the CEO of Google? Google CEO is Google. Thank you very much. How do you know the CEO of Google and the founder? How do you know? Google help you know. Okay? First, you need to be transformational product. You need to make sure you do that. Then you claim as the founder of it. The second thing that you can do is this. You need to do crazy. What did I say? Crazy, outrageous PR stunt for the world to cover you for absolutely free. So Sir Richard Branson did this thing. He took Virgin V makeup. He put Virgin V makeup on, and he was totally butt naked with 12 other models butt naked. You no longer need to wear anything except Virgin V. Do you think the press, world media came and covered the story? Free coverage all over the world. Did you think that they got away from the police? They got locked up. Okay? You have to do crazy, outrageous things for the world media to come and cover you. When he launched Virgin Cola, he drove a tank. You know tank? Kereta Kebal. Tank. He drove the tank to Manhattan Square. We are launching a war against Coca-Cola. Drove a tank. Do you think the world news came and covered the story? Free coverage. Only money one. But do you think he got in trouble? Yes. Okay? So it has to be transformational products, something that changed the world like Facebook. I am the founder of Facebook. Second, I do crazy stunts to get the world to cover your story. Both require effort, require time. Any money involved? Did they help you cover the story worldwide? Okay? So the two things, remember, requires time and effort. You have to be controversial if you want to be seen. Alright? Even in the food industry. Heard of Jamie Oliver? AFC, right? He cooks a lot. If you're just a chef and you're just cooking and you're just talking about food on TV, is it interesting? Not very interesting. But if you say, I'm going to take on a food revolution, which he has a show called Food Revolution, he goes to the toughest area and most unhealthy Americans. Everyone there is 3 times my size in that town. 3 times my size, the most unhealthy in the whole of America. He go in there and he goes on radio and he tells the whole world, I will be coming here to transform your life. Telling all these very chubby fat people, very unhealthy people. You will change your lifestyle and you will make it happen within this 3 months period. I will make it happen. Is it controversial? Yes. Did the news and media cover it? Worldwide. Is that a show that's more interesting to watch? You got it? Whole entire world, remember these 2 things. Using yourself as a CEO to brand is always the best, because you are the founder, you're not going to leave your company anytime soon. Because if you brand Nicole David, guess what happens? Squash, pop, adoy! Patakaki. 1 year out of the game, 1 year investment sign deal. So, always very important. If you want to use free, use yourself. Got it? First thing first. And why is it so important? We read it. I'm going to show you a series of slides. I'm going to show you, if you still don't believe me, why branding for sustainably so long. And it's to capture a very important thing. It's to capture a very important thing. You want to know the thing? Yes. You will know shortly. First slide, please. Hold it right there. If you look at this, first thing comes to your mind. What is it? What's that? Unhealthy. Very good. What's the first thing comes to mind? Unhealthy. Sorry? Unhealthy. McDonald's. What else? Burger King. Ramly Burger. Very good. You know what? Did I prepare anything? I was here, right? But I'm a magician. Show the first one. Next slide. McDonald's. Check this out. What do you say, Suli? Next slide. And check out your choice. Clap. accept you lah, unhealthy. What do you want to say? What do you really want to say? You don't know. Probably one of the three things you saw up there, right? What has happened? What happened? Why did you say McDonald's, Burger King, and Rounding Burger? Why? Because those are famous brands. Or, not necessarily famous brands, but the brand that you connect with. The brand that engages you. You get it? Some people, worldwide brand, they talk about McDonald's, global brand. But a lot of makcik, auntie, mak rempit lebih suka Ramly Burger. McDonald's apa tu? Tak suka, busuk. Right? But for them, Ramly Burger, oh best, sedap. Banyak toxic suka. Best coloring dia, bakar. Ada itu apa, tikus atau apa, lebih sedap. Because it's always in front of a 7-Eleven, right? So it's very important for you to remember. This is a very important exercise because it tells us a very, very strong message. Next picture. What's the first thing on mind? Wow, Coca-Cola. Okay lah, layan sikit lah Pepsi. Why Coca-Cola that came to your mind? It's just a cola drink. Why? Right. Very famous. There's this strategy that all companies, if they want to brand themselves very well, they use this strategy. Okay? This strategy is called first mover's advantage. What is it called? First mover's advantage. Very good. Means to say you're the first in the market. If you are the youngest chef to bake cookies, you are going to be well known all over the world. Why? I'm the youngest sous chef and bake the largest peanut butter cookie in the world. The whole world will cover your story. Because why? It is a stunt for people to cover your story. Let's make a deal and do that business. And then we will record the show and we'll license to the whole entire world TV stations. Your dad will sell at the film markets. The whole idea is this. First mover's advantage. No one will ever remove Coca-Cola from first mover's advantage. And these are some of the pictures that you will be seeing. Next slide, please. Coca-Cola, first mover's advantage. They took the first mover's advantage since day one. No one will ever be able to take that away from them. But there is something that you can learn to remove them from first mover's advantage. If Pepsi were to hire me, I'll teach them that. You want to know? Study at Portman College, I'll teach you. First mover's advantage, you can remove them. It's just that they have not figured out how to remove them. And Coca-Cola has been stamping on it. You know what they do? They create generational of Coca-Cola drinkers. This is what they do in America. Every single year, Coca-Cola, the company, they spend hundreds and millions of dollars to give free Coca-Cola to you know where? Preschools, primary schools, all the nurseries, for all the kids and babies to drink Coca-Cola. Is it bad or good? Bad. Bad for the kids, good for business, brand. This is the strategy that they call creating a whole generation of your brand followers. You got it? You're following your brand advocates. People who, this is Coca-Cola. Imagine if you are 3 years old drinking Coca-Cola. For the rest of your life, you're going to drink that. And this company in Malaysia, closer to our heart, I know everyone has experienced this. Remember, Hari Sukan. Every Hari Sukan, what comes? A green lorry truck. Milo! And we drink that drop. I call it dada. Once you drink the dada, nak lagi kan? It doesn't matter what mama or your mother somehow banjo. Mom, not like that one. It's not like that. It's like that one. How come it's so different one? But the green color, green color, green color. We go to Mama's store. We go to all outlets. And this is a true story. My cousin walked to Tesco. Walked down the aisle. Got red color. You don't even know. Ovaltine. Got yellow color. Vico. I take yellow color for you. No! I know. Not green color. Got to change that. Sorry. Color blind a bit. Green color. Okay. Milo have created a generation of brand followers, brand advocate. No Milo cannot accept. That's the power of sustainable brands. Two strategies: first mover's advantage. Second strategy: creating a generation of brand followers. You got it? Remember that, don't forget. Okay? Pepsi. Pepsi spent millions and millions of dollars just to change from like this to like this. They have a 27-page explanation on their website that you can download. I'm not going to tell you 27 pages because until tomorrow it's going to finish. Go download free or just study their brand reasoning. Okay? This Pepsi will always be number 2. And sometimes it's not a bad thing positioning and branding yourself as number 2. Sometimes it's not a bad thing at all. It's more important that you've got to know what is the soul, what is the DNA of your business. And this is where I will erase this. And can you help me out, Vicky? Can you erase it off? Thank you, Vicky. Very good. Okay. What we're going to do, I'm going to show you, okay, at what point you focus on business, at what point you focus on brand. Alright? Very important to note this. Thank you, Vicky. Okay. XY axis. If you look at businesses, this is the starting of a business. A business starts shaky, not stable, but like this. Okay? What do we call this over here when you first start a business? Survivor. Wow, so smart. Must be PORTMAN students. Survivor period. You grow your business, survivor, and so happen you pass the survivor period because you do good business. You'll be focusing on your business, you bring in money, you work hard, you get money in. And you hit the junction point, and you start to grow at this point, and you go up something like this for your business. And we start growing up, what is this phase called? Sustainability. Right? So businesses start to sustain, they start to have more revenue, money coming in, and they start to sustain the business. And when they start to sustain the business, they grow it further. And at this juncture, they want to grow like that one. What is that called? Growth. They want to grow exponentially. So it's G-R-O-W-T-H, growth, like this, 90 degrees. Okay? So businesses function like that. When they first start a business, they want to focus on survival. We just need to survive. When they grow further, sustain, no problem. Can pay monthly salary, monthly bills. Then they grow. They just want to be bigger and bigger and bigger and control and dominate everything. At what juncture, by right, your business strategy is your brand strategy. Your business strategy, by right, in the idealistic world, it is supposed to be business strategy equals brand strategy. So, problem is this. Are we living in an idealistic world? Are we living in a business environment that is very safe? Are the business markets very volatile?
Yes.
Because of that, the business strategy is no longer the brand strategy because of this simple reason. When you are in survival mode, do you think about your brand, yes or no? You just want to survive. Right? You just want to survive. You just want to eat. You just want to pay bills. Do you think about brand, yes or no? No, you don't care about brand. What brand? I just want to pay bills and eat. Then companies become better, more sustainable. They grow to a point where they are able to pay bills. Wow, now got extra money. This year got profit, sold a lot of cookies, make some money. What should I do with the money that I make, the profit? Let's look at building our brand so that people recognize us more. And this is where most companies start to invite brand consultants, like Patrick and myself and some of our friends. Why don't you come in and help me brand my business so that we are more able to grow? Because they want to grow at sustainable stage, they will start to do what? Branding. Very good. So if a company asks you to do branding, means to say they can pay their bills already. They got extra money, they want to build something more sustainable. You got it? Then the problem comes. They build a brand, the brand becomes so strong, Coca-Cola, so well known. They start to list the company, and then the shareholders want the numbers to go up. Every year must grow by 30%. How to grow the market 30% on your own? Do you know how they grow businesses? They start to buy other businesses. From Coca-Cola just doing a single product, okay? They start doing a single product. They are the English language specialists to train English in their college. Then they start to become greedy. They want to teach psychology. They want to teach mass communication. They want to teach everything under the roof. what are you? Coca-Cola started buying Olay chips, started buying this, started buying that, buying everything just to grow the numbers. HP, you heard of HP? Hewlett Packard? They started with just what? Computers. Then they need to grow the numbers. How do you grow? You buy, you buy, you buy. Everything under the roof. Then people ask you, what the hell are you? I just want to bake cookies. Chocolate chip. Wow. She is the most famous chocolate chip baker. But if she starts focusing, I also want to bake cakes. I also want to bake cookies for dogs. I also want to bake bread. Then she becomes everything under the roof, lost focus. Branding must be very focused. And companies who start to grow, they forget about their what? Sustainability, because they forget about the brand. They just want to grow, grow, grow. I don't care, I just want to grow. They don't care, just buy, buy, buy. Numbers go up, brand suffer. Brand what? Suffers. This is the reason why business strategy, idealistically, in the idealistic world, it is the same as the brand strategy. The problem is we don't live in an idealistic world. Brand strategy cannot become your business strategy. Make sense? And it changes depending on where you are. In traditional terms, we have survival, sustainable, growth. 3 phases of a business. The businesses will focus on building a brand when they are at the sustainable period. Minh bạch嗎? Understand? Faham? Very good. Next. You see this up here. Search engine. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Google. Very good. Why no one say Yahoo? What? Not famous. Wow. Sakiyati. Not as famous as Google. Very good. So, which one came first? Sure not. Who came first? Yahoo came first. They had first movers advantage. How come Coca-Cola had first movers advantage? Pepsi cannot kick them out. Even got Michael Jackson, also cannot kick them out. Michael Jackson, Pepsi, right? But Yahoo came first. Google came, kicked them out. Can you kick someone out from first movers advantage? Can. You want to know how? You want to know how? You come to PORTMAN, I teach you how. So those who sign PORTMAN, very smart. Because you know how, and you will know more how to remove them from first movers advantage. You got it? Just as much as I can give you HIV, World War Z. Watch out. If I can give you HIV, I can also remove HIV. You understand? So if you want to give someone a virus, you can also remove. Same thing in branding. I can give someone a brand. Can I also remove that brand? Can. Remember that always. Yeah? So don't get too comfortable. And branding is very, very important for sustainability. That's why branding is very important for sustainability. The moment you start growing, you forget about sustainability. And a lot of big bosses are under pressure to grow, grow, grow. So they lose that feel of the brand anymore. The soul and the DNA gone. Very good. Next. Next. And next. The strategy, as I told you just now, the founder CEO will help create and capture what? Mind share. What? Mind share. There are 2 things you want to capture ultimately. One is called market share. Market share, high sales, you eat more market share. Market share is like this. One big piece of cake. Okay? Are you in there, yes or no? Not yet. So the moment I start a business, am I going to eat the market share, yes or no? Yes. The moment I start business, I go to the market, I'll eat this market share. The question then comes, how do I eat more of the market share? Then you hire more salespeople, you're more aggressive, eat more market share. Bigger pie, yes or no? Yes. Oh, come, hi. Oh, you doing? Come, sit. You come so late already, never mind, come and join. For you, I do one more round just for once. Then you're paid 20,000. Did I just eat more market share? Yes? Can I hire more salespeople and eat more market share? Cannot? Cannot? Can. So I eat some more. Eat more, open more company, eat more market share. You see, there is a limit of how many salespeople you hire to eat more market share, because up to a certain point, the market is going to respond to you and say this: what's so special about your thing? What's so special? You keep coming to tell me to buy your thing, buy your thing. You keep coming to tell me to use your thing, use your thing. So yes, you eat more market share. The problem is this: this company, if you're selling coffee, yeah? I sell you coffee. I make at home. I let you drink. Okay? I make this coffee also at home. I put inside Starbucks cup. Which one you choose to drink? Which? Very good for this. I make one also. Both also. Why?
Right.
Because it's a brand. Same coffee, different logo only, ma. You still choose Starbucks. So what's very important, in addition to eating into market share, businesses need to start to capture mind share. Need to capture mind share. So from a standpoint of business, when you are capturing market share, you really need to be in the process. At the same time capturing market share, you need to immediately be capturing what is mind share. When I ask you the question just now, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you look at the cola drink? Coca-Cola, right? That's called mind share. The first thing that comes to mind when you see that product, the generic product, is called mind share. Toothpaste. Dali, Colgate, mind share, they win it all, both, right? When you talk about, okay, tampon, Cortex. When you talk about Pampers, Pampers is a brand, right? Supposed to be what? Diapers. When you talk about film, Kodak, Fuji, in the next 10 years, you probably will never hear these two brands ever again. Okay? So it's very important for us to know this. While you are eating market share on survival mode, and that's what you need to do, very quickly go into eat market share. To survive and pay bills, you need to very quickly start building a brand to eat mind share, to create and capture mind share, because it takes a longer period to build a sustainable brand. And it requires 3 very specific things that you need to do. 3 things. How many things? 3 things. At the end of my last slide that I will show you, reveal all secrets. Like magic show, reveal all secrets. My last slide I will show you, so you better hold on to the last slide. 3 very specific things that you need to do that will reveal all secrets on how to create a sustainable brand that will capture mind share, that ultimately allows you to do what? Once you have mind share top of mind, every single time I want to drink cola drink, what am I going to buy? Coca-Cola. Every single time I think about hamburger, I will eat what? McDonald's. Every single time I think about business education, I will study where? Whoosh, I love you all. That's how mind share works. It takes a long time. While you're eating market share, you need to build. Eating market share, build. Mind share. The moment I think about the brand, boom! I dominate because I already won the mind share. And mind share will translate my heart, my behaviors to take action to buy that product and brand. Is that understood? Branding simplified in 1 hour. And that's what you're going to be getting. Right? Next slide. Remember this joker? This billionaire joker? This billionaire joker created this Virgin brand which I showed with you just now. 400, 500 word types of different businesses. 250% all fail. Branding needs to be focused. He has broken all rules to say branding, as long as I'm branding under Virgin, some will work, some will not. A lot that has to do with my personality, persona. Tomorrow, Choi. Tomorrow what? Choi. Choi means, I say bad things now, but Choi means the one need to happen. He, tomorrow. Do you think it will affect the Virgin brand?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Yes, definitely. Remember Uncle Steve? Uncle Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Mati saja stock market Apple. Tomorrow, Bill Gates leaves Microsoft for good. for good, now people around for good makers. Be fine, still talk, he will leave for good. Will the stock market of Microsoft be affected? Definitely. Guaranteed. That's why building the brand ambassadorship of the CEO is also very dangerous. And that's why companies like HP, Hewlett-Packard, Dave and Bill, the original founder, they want to disassociate. When you start building survival mode, you want to associate with that persona, that person. Once it's a huge sustainable brand, you want to disassociate. And that's why they call it HP on its brand, on its own. You understand? General Electric by Thomas Edison when he first started out. General Electric because they were born into electrical businesses. Today they have GE Capital about money. Remove General Electric because it sounds like an electrical company to become GE as a brand. A lot of companies are moving that direction. Once you grow to sustainability, you start to disassociate the brand with the founder. You understand? So you use the founder, very powerful, very strong in the beginning. Associate. Spokesperson, tell the whole world, I am Asia's #1 business coach. We do business with business. I'm two people here. What is he? Business. Who's your boyfriend? Husband. Business. You associate, you own that word. You own that attribute. PORTMAN, my vision is to own the word business. The moment you think about business, you think about
business.
When you think about hamburger, you think about
McDonald's.
When you think about business, you think about This is what you call all law of attraction. My friend will share with you more. Huh? Business. You go mimpi, okay, I study PORTMAN. Business. See how it works? This friend of mine, you know this friend, you're fired. The Apprentice Asia CEO, Mr. Tony Fernandez or Mr. Tan Sri Tony Fernandez, yeah? This guy over here, he do the second strategy, which is he also follow very much strategy like Virgin, former boss and kawan. So everything Virgin does, he follow exactly the same thing. Don't believe me? Tony Fernandez has got a group of companies called Tune Group of Companies. He has Tune Air, he has Virgin Air. He has Tune Talk, he has Virgin Talk or Virgin Mobile. He has Tune Studios, he has Virgin Studios. He has Tune Store, he has Virgin Stores. He has Tune whatever you want to tune. Okay? Insurance, Tune Money, he has Virgin Money, Virgin Insurance. Exactly the same business model. Copy only. There are many who have copied this business model. From the airlines, we have from the European countries, Stelios, yeah? Easy Group, same thing. We have in Australia, Europe, Ryanair. We have in America, Southwest Airlines, same thing. You got it? So business brands, you just need to emulate and learn from other people. Even the color, same. Font type also the same. Proven model to work, you just need to make it Air Asia. Why? Serving Asia. You got it? So branding, you just learn and you follow and you build the brand as much as possible. Okay? So, acting lah. Why so control? No problem. So our friend Tony Fernandez, instead of saying just you're fired over here, he did something very, very crazy and dramatic and drastic. You create a legendary story. The third strategy. First strategy, first movers advantage. Second strategy, create a generation of your brand followers. Third strategy, crazy strategy, right? Dramatic, totally out of the world. It's called legendary story. Tony Fernandez has got a legendary story. You know what's a legendary story? He bought 2 aircraft with 1 ringgit. He bought 2 aircraft, aeroplanes. 2 aircraft with 1 ringgit with 37 million debt. Bad debts. Okay? Legendary, no? That puts him into this category, which I like to call Mr. Tony Tan Sri Fernandez is known as an idiot. Yes. 12 years ago, when he bought, hey, hello, if your husband come home, sayang, intankan, sayang, I baru beli tau 2 kapal terbang, RM1 saja. You, wah, pandai! dengan 37 juta hutang. Bodoh punya bangang, idiot. You will say that, right? Logical, ma? And he was an idiot 12 years ago. Today, Tony Fernandez, you look at him, what a genius, man. And that's exactly what he has become. An idiot and a genius is just a fine line. Building a strong brand, you just require that fine line. An idiot, all you need to do, consistency, continuity, cross over the fine line. Ta-da! Genius. Building a brand requires legendary stories. You need to show people you are crazy enough to do things. Yesterday, if you watched Apprentice Asia, he told the contestants also, do you know when I first took over Air Asia, I was down on the ground carrying bags. True or not true, don't know lah. But that's the legendary story. A big tycoon CEO started by carrying bags. You got it? Legendary. People start saying, you know what? He carried bags or not? Right? Stories. Yeah, legendary. Next. This guy, Marty, created an apple. Who would think apple can become so famous? Apple as in the apple you eat. Even an apple a day keeps the doctor away also cannot make it as famous as him. And so famous, when he died, even more famous. They put a face here, his face, on the apple itself. Have you seen it online, Facebook? Yeah. Right? So, branding very powerful if you associate with the person. But when the person, it's very important for you to disassociate when it's here. So when the person died, does it affect it? Don't affect as much. But if you are not disassociated the person and the brand at the sustainable and growing over the growth stage, very dangerous. Once the person died, it will affect dramatically. Okay, next. My good friend. More like me one. Tony Fernandez say you're fired, very fake, because nice guy. This guy say you're fired or I say you're fired, very real. Sometimes your brand personality, representing the brand, also very important. If you don't have the persona to be the brand owner, the one that represents the CEO that talk a lot, get a friend to do that for you. If you have a movie coming out and you're not the front guy, it's a very smart move to get a guy who can become the front guy. Yes, I took the picture of that naked girl and I'm the one who distribute. Yes, I'm the one who caused everybody to lose their job on the film set. Bring it on. Because in branding, there is no such thing as bad publicity. The only bad publicity is no publicity. Right? There is no such thing as bad publicity. The only bad publicity is no publicity. I don't mind you talk good about me. I don't mind you talk bad about me. I only very scared and mind you don't talk about me. Do you understand? And you must be okay for that. Alright? The people, the second thing that you can do with no money or very little money, which is the people projects the brand personality outcome. What does that mean? Portman students wearing the tag. Every Friday, everybody wear Portman t-shirt. We create the rain. Portman rain. So whatever you have in your team, the people, your staff, your students, everyone must live up to the brand. Everybody, when you say, we are Portman, we are Portman, we are Portman, we are Portman, we are Portman. Very good. These are what you call creating a brand culture, a brand identity. And you use your people in totality, immersing themselves, understanding the brand. Did it cost me any money to get them to say Portman? If I'm walking down the street and I say, we are, and they say Portman, do I have to pay them? No, they pay me. Remember one thing, every single one who works in your organization, whether they are a customer, whether they are your staff, whether they are anyone in the organization, as long as they are living, including the dog and the cats and whatever animal you want. If you got a pet iguana, wear the Portman t-shirt on the iguana. If I allow cats here, the cat will be wearing Portman. You know why? You have Superman, right? I have Portman. See? Remember, every single human being you have here, living, walking, every single thing, brand, consistency, continuity. Keep it that way. Okay? Number 3, third and final thing. The first thing, use the CEO founder. Need any money? Pay salary already, no need. Just get him to do more only. Number 2, use who? Everybody, the people. Okay? Number 3, what do you do with number 3? These are the people. This is Southwest Airlines. In America, they are people, the friendliest people in the world. Okay? And they wear shorts like this in the aeroplane and surf one. You see, the funny thing is this, in Malaysia, in Asian culture, stewardess must be pretty, ugly, what? Asian stewardess in airlines, pretty or ugly?
Pretty.
Pretty. How do you know what is pretty and not pretty? Are you saying all these are not pretty? You see, in Asia, we have already defined what is beautiful and what's not beautiful. Okay? So they all must look a certain manner one, a certain height one. In America, these are the stewardess. Look at them. They don't care whether you are like this, like this, like this, like this. They don't care one. They just care you have smile. That's how they define service. Our definition of service in Asia is you must look like this. You must supposedly like this lah, but bukan masam. Supposedly lah. They must supposedly reach, but nowadays they got nice behind and they accept also. So Asia define what is good service and Western world very different. Yeah. Next slide, please. This one is called Hooters. How many of you have eaten at this restaurant? Say aye. Patrick, very good, my good friend. Hooters is a sports bar. It's a sports bar. The closest Hooters we have in Malaysia is Singapore, Clarke Quay. You go to America, everybody also got one. I always go to Hooters one. Not for the girls. Hooters have the best buffalo wings. They are famous for buffalo wings. And of course the girls hula hooping on your table. But you get families and you get a lot of people going there. Because it's a place of relaxation to watch sports and place where people just make a lot of noise. It's just the culture. So the girls are part of the brand ambassadorship. Go to www.hooters.com. Understand the brand ambassadorship. Merchandising is amazing. They sell. Yeah? Next please. Something more for the PG-13, but just now was 18 SX. For the PG-13, we have Disney. Do you know what is Disney's mission and vision? Oh, very good. Where did they come from? Fantastic. Must be a PORTMAN student. Their mission and vision is very simple. It's to make people happy. So the moment you get to Disneyland, you see Mickey Mouse, you're supposed to feel happy. You see Donald Duck left to you? You see Minnie Mouse? You see every single character, you also feel happy. That's the whole idea. Branding is about sending that message across simply. When you feel it, the environment, the experience creates that feeling of happiness. And that's what we call the branded experience. If I blindfold everyone here right now, I walk you to Mines, we reach in front of McDonald's without you seeing, do you think you know that you're right in front of McDonald's? Why? It's called the branded McDonald's smell. I walk you across the street, there is a KFC, blindfolded. Do you think you know you're in KFC?
Yes.
The consistency and continuity of the smell creates the branded experience. So if your phone call, you need to answer the phone call within 3 rings. Ring, 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 ring. Consistency, continuity. Thank you for calling PORTMAN. How can I help you? Consistency creates the branded experience. Walk into PORTMAN.
Welcome to PORTMAN.
Consistency, continuity. You get a branded experience. Do I have to pay for that? No. So building a very strong brand without money or little money, you just need 3 things, including the makcik punya curry pop on the street. Consistency, continuity, using the makcik as the brand ambassador. Curry pop terbesar di Sedang. Curry pop terbesar di curry pop terbesar di. I just use myself as the brand ambassador, using everybody to say it. So every single time I say, curry pop di, it becomes a game that you play with your customers, your employees, and everyone that exists in the room. And after a while, when we eat the curry pop, besarnya. The brand experience is delivered. Really, curry pop terbesar. And with that, I end my part on building a fantastic creation of a sustainable brand. And right now, I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine who is an expert. Don't stand up. Let me a good friend, former colleague, and also business partner who we do a lot of things together, a very handsome, the opposite of me, and never changed enough for 20 years. Fantastic, very creative and talented brand consultant, communicator, and also a good father who always spend more time with the children, more importantly. He really focused on that. A good husband to the wife, and also always talk branding, communication, events guy who have done all kinds of events for the youth marketing expert, and also now movie producer as well. Together, we're going to work together on In the Dark coming up soon. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my good friend, Mr. Patrick Wee.
Alright, how's everyone feeling this evening?
Awesome.
Great. Now, first of all, I must really thank Ernie for having me here. Now, how many of you are basically convinced that branding is important? Raise your hand. Okay, something wrong with your presentation.
Wow.
Or being trained by to say, raise your right hand and say I, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, how many of you, seriously, how many of you think that branding is really important? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you are already entrepreneurs? Raise your hand. Okay, 2, 3. Okay. How many of you are planning to have your own business? Raise your hand. Planning to. How come so few? How come? Right? Because I think Ernie has already made a very compelling kind of proposition, or taught you how to build a business, right? How to go through the survival stage and build a sustainable business. In fact, how to really build a huge brand in the long term. But how come? How many of you actually are ready to build a business already? Raise your hand. So the reality is this: you know how to do it, right? You know how to do it already? Say I. Yes. Turn to the person next to you and go I. Turn to the other person and say you smell nice. Okay. Just checking whether you are listening or not. Okay. So we all know how to do it, right? Yes.
Yes.
Nod your head if you know.
Yes.
But how come you're not doing it? Are you going to do it or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Seriously? Are you sure?
Yes.
This is going to be basically the topic for my next 50 to 20 minutes, okay? Because very often, okay, you must be wondering why this plant's here. I'll tell you about it shortly. But let me share this with you. I started my business really from, I don't have such a legendary story, but I like to start my story by saying, I started by buying 2 laptops with a credit card. I kind of start with that because I started my business really from ground zero with no investors. Yeah, and over the years I've gone through this, survival stage. And to be honest, I'm not there yet as Ernie here. I'm still trying to build my business to be sustainable. I think I'm getting there, and with a lot of help from Ernie as well. In fact, for the film In the Dark, I'm very fortunate because I think I went to Ernie and said, hey Ernie, you have to be the spokesperson, because I'm not the kind of that, you know me lah. Ernie will make a great spokesperson for our next international film. So anyway, it's not about film today. I want to go into the presentation now. Now, who can tell me what this plant is? Raise your hand. Sunflower, good try. Not quite good. Tomato. Wow. Give me an F5. Okay, this is a tomato plant. You must be wondering why, right? So, I am actually known as sometimes a mad scientist. I'm also known as a constant gardener. I like to plant vegetables and plant tomato plants. I tried, but still have not been successful. I'll share a little bit more in a while, okay? Now, let's skip to that first. Now, a little bit about myself, my companies first. I run a group of companies called PORTMAN. Okay, as Ernie says, you need to really hinge or anchor on a particular term or take ownership of it. So what we've been doing for the last, say, 3 years or 2 years, 2 to 3 years, is actually really building all our businesses around the MAT idea. So MAT stands for anybody? Make a difference. Very nice. You guys did your homework or what? Yeah. MAD stands for make a difference. So we're all about, our businesses are all about making a difference. Alright? And it's fundamentally based on 2 key things. Number 1, inspired action. And number 2, integrity. And that will be, I'll let you know how that's linked to how to survive. Right? In fact, come to think of it, just to get you guys to participate a little bit here, how many of you think that, say, after 1 year, businesses will die? Say out of 100%, how many percent of business will die after 1 year? 90%? that high? I'm not sure. I mean, the last I heard was maybe after a year, say maybe 50% will die. Maybe by the time you hit third or fourth year, up to 90% of the business will die. So what is the reason? What will help this business? I tell you where it goes to. It's brought to places, they dig up the ground, they just dump it and just close it. Where do you think it goes to after that? It never goes away. It's going to be more and more because they are not, what's the word? Recycle. They're not, they don't, what's the word? They are not disposed. Or they can't, what's the word?
Make it disappear.
Biodegradable, is that the word?
Yes.
Yeah, like for example, plastics, they take millions of years to actually biodegrade. So in other words, we're just going to get more and more of this, right? Thanks, not talk much about that. We also have, I mean, how many of you here feel that some of our youth are feeling depressed? How many of you here, in fact, are not very happy? Okay, don't have to answer me. Right? So in fact, this is a phenomenon happening all around the world. Young people are having challenges with their family, with their friends, they feel alone sometimes, they feel alienated. Yeah? And these are things that we don't talk about. Right? Next. This slide, I just want to talk about the opportunity now. Now, we are in a very, very interesting stage or time in our, what's the word, universe, or in our world now, where in the last 10 years, it has totally transformed the way we communicate, the way we live, the way we work. Correct? So my question to you is this: what can we do with technology that can help us overcome some of these problems? I'm not sure. I don't have the answers today. In fact, probably we don't have time to talk about it so much. But just want you to ponder and think about that. Yeah? The possibilities and how amazing that this opportunity can be to help us solve some of these problems. Yeah? Okay. All right. So, next question. Why are we here? Nice. You have trained them well already. Okay, I want to kind of push you guys or challenge you guys a little bit more in terms of something more, what's the word? Profound. Why are we here really? Yes, we're here to study, but why are we here to study?
Make money.
Sorry? Make money. Oh, I like that. It is I'm here to learn. Very nice. Right? To make money for future, and then what happens in your future?
Better life.
Sorry?
Awesome.
Sorry? Awesome. So you have an awesome life. So when you have an awesome life, you'll be rich. When after you are rich, what do you
Make a
get?
difference.
You feel different, you make a difference. But after you make a difference, how do you feel? Happy. Okay. Everyone is looking for happiness, right? Or some joy. You're looking for that joy, right? That's the reason why. So sometimes I go and do consultation for brands or businesses. Ask them, what do you want? I want to make money. But money is not the end, right? It's not the end game. So think deeper in terms of why. Okay? So this brings me to how some businesses can be more sustainable and some businesses why they die within a year. Yeah, because sometimes they don't think about why they're doing the business, they're just doing it. So when you're just doing it, you're not inspired. Okay? Next. So my question to you is this. Ask yourself this. What inspires you to get into action? What is the thing that makes you jump out of bed every morning? You know what I mean? Right? So this is something that I cannot answer for you. Because everybody has a different passion which you have to find yourself. I mean, in my work with, I do a lot of work with young entrepreneurs, slightly different. I work a lot with youth. I work a lot with lean startups. You know what's lean startups? Young entrepreneurs. So I help them discover what is their passion. What is the thing that makes them tick? You get what I mean? What's the thing that makes them like, yes, no matter how hard, no matter how sunful, I still want to go for it. So it's all about looking into yourself, looking back into your childhood, and really remembering what was it that gave me the biggest joy. Because if you can discover that, that's probably what really, really inspires you. That's the thing that's going to help you break through this point and build a sustainable business. Because I can tell you, I know many, many friends, even our peers, who tried. But once they hit some challenges, once they have cash flow problems, once they have problems with their staff, what do? It starts to queue. They quit. Right? So that is why it's important. So tonight, my session is slightly different from Ernie. He's teaching you the how to. I'm teaching you sharing with you, sharing you in terms of the human aspects of what makes you move to the actionable level. Okay? So in other words, in short, what really fulfills you? Alright? Nod your head if you're following me so far. Yes? Right, awesome. Next. So these are just some I like to talk a lot about this because very often in school we go for moral classes sometimes. We talk about nilai, murni, we talk about values. Can someone give me a simple definition? What is a value? Raise your hand. Simple one. What is a value? Why is it so hard? We learned this since what? Primary 1? We talk about, what do we call this class? The moral? Yeah, we talk about nilai all the time, what? So got what? Rukun tetangga lah, got nilai, apa lagi ya?
Percaya kepada Tuhan.
Yeah, percaya kepada Tuhan. So what are we doing? We're just memorizing. Yes.
Kepercayaan kepada raja dan negara.
Very nice, remember. But what is nilai? Right? Nilai shopping. Okay, I'm going to give you a very, very simple definition tonight, just to share with you from my perspective, and this is how I help some people remember. Value is just simply something that is important to you. It's that simple. So name me something that's important to you. Anyone in the room? Raise your hand if you want to speak. Anyone? What is important to you? Family. Nice one. Give her a hand. What else? What else is important to you as a person? There's family. Money. Very nice. Give him a hand. What else? Someone mentioned money. Right? So money, family. What do you say just now? Money. Right. That's right. What else? Health. Health is important to you. Great. Give her a hand. Give me one more. Give me one more. Someone from behind the room. Sorry? Sorry? Education is important to you. Excellent. Give him a hand. So my question to you is this. Sometimes, can I give him to her? Yeah, of course. Hey. Excellent. Thank you. Alright, so my next question to you is this. Values, right? So values is something that we talk about. Oh, my family is very important to me. I love my mommy and daddy. I want to spend time with them. Do we say that quite a lot to our friends sometimes? Yeah. So next, but sorry, no one. I haven't done this slides for quite a long time. Great. So let's stick to this a little bit more. Now we talk a lot about values. We talk about what's important to us. But to me, very often, thank you very much. I like to use this term. Talk is cheap. And I know Ernie probably agrees with me as well. That's why we're such great friends, because we're very about action. Don't talk, just do it. Kind of thing. We're very do-it people. So just a very simple way again for you to remember this. Yeah. So I'm going to draw 3 triangles now. V stands for? V stands for? Values. Nice. What do you think A stands for?
Action.
Wow, very smart. I shot icon. Maybe I should try to teach more. Okay, so very interestingly, when how many of you have maths inclined or love to do maths? Or love maths? Word is it? Wow, okay, got some maths geniuses here. When two things are matching, what is the word? Completely matching, what's the word?
Parallel.
Parallel. Starts with C. Something else? Congruent. That's the other word. So when values versus A for action, we write this down first. Okay, everyone put both your palms out like this. Now on in fact, raise your left hand first up and say values. Values. Shake it out a bit. Turn to your friend and say values. Raise your right hand now and say action. Action. So what is an action? Something that you do, right? Slap it together. Now when the values and action match, which the other term is congruent, right? Try to give it a push. Is it very firm? It's very strong, right? Now, try doing this again. Left hand up, right hand. This time, not a great match. Not very congruent. Okay, congruent. So what happens? Is it slippery? It slips, right? It's not firm. Okay? Now this is the point I want to make now. I use this same analogy for building great brands, which leads to consistency and continuity. Because if you want to have the same McDonald's smell, if you want to have the same tasting curry puff, what do you need to do? You need to match your action with your values, correct? Because if I say, oh, my curry puffs Ada what again?
Terbesar.
Terbesar di mana?
Di Sedang.
Terbesar di Sedang. Right. So if that's the case, then what's the action? I have to make my curry puffs terbesar. So if my action doesn't match, then tak jadilah. Right. So now I lead you to another one now. So when the values and action match, you're gonna get a very, very powerful word. And it starts with. Sorry, my triangle is sitting at me. I. What does I stand for?
Integrity.
Wow. Because it's not really. Like instinct. Integrity.
They've been taught a lot of things.
Nice. Right. So this is the word. I can tell you which will actually, like I said, it works both at the company brand building level as well as on the personal level. Because very often we say, oh, my family keluarga saya penting, right? But what is an action? Okay, can someone just shout some actions that will match the value of my family is important? Raise your hand. If you say keluarga saya penting, apakah sesuatu yang anda akan buat? What is something that you will do to match that value? Take care of your how?
Take action.
Be specific actions. What are you, how are you going to take care? Take care also cheap talk I said take care only. How do you take care? Work hard.
Buy them food.
Buy them food. I said you were. You said again. I share this with you. Know the other side of Ernie. Do you know that he is also a very loving son? Right? He spends what? Every Sunday he spends time with his parents. And I tell you, that is what I call. What is this? Right? Because he says his family is important to you. So does he just talk about it? What does he do on Sundays? He spends time with his parents every single Sunday. Same thing with the company. If you want McDonald's to smell the same way, you've got to fry it just exactly the right temperature at the right time. So that you get the same consistency and the same continuity. Right, so this is the first part of what I usually share in terms of when we talk about having integrity, in terms of building that consistency and the leadership in young people. Right? So do what you say is important to you. Sorry, I forgot about timing. Okay, are we still alright?
Yes, about another 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Are we okay for another 5 minutes?
Yes.
Say yes if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Nice. Alright, next slide. So I'm almost done. The other key fundamental which I use in terms of building my brand culture in group ed is what I call inspire actions. Right? So this is the part. Okay, go next because I don't take much. So just to recap, in fact I briefly touched on this already. Ask yourself, do you have what it takes to keep going even when the going gets tough? How many of you sometimes when you really like study and you want something really bad and then like susah lah, you feel like you want to give up? Have you ever felt that way? Raise your hand. Come on, be honest. Always, right? Why is that? Humans like humans, right? So this is not easy. This is what I call the choices that you make every moment of your life. That's another whole topic. Actually, it's talking about making choices, making golden choices, so that you get great results in your life, right? Well, but that's a topic for another day. Yeah, but it's all about that. So if you know what truly inspires you, what really fulfills you, what gives you that joy, then you will keep going even when the going gets tough. Right? What else do I have there? I can't remember. So integrity is recap and inspire action. So just a quick one, because I'm always interested to talk about this, and I also realize there's something else that PORTMAN really talks about all the time, which is building business leaders that believes in making a difference. So do you think our world is currently led by people with integrity?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No.
How many yes? Raise your hand. We're in trouble, aren't we?
Yes.
Are we in trouble or not?
Yes.
So I think Ernie shares the same vision with me. We hope really, really sincerely, why do we work so tirelessly? Like, I always get asked, how do you do it? I just got asked by Carol, how do you do it? Like, hey, you should ask your husband. How does he do it? Where do we find the time? We just keep going because we are really inspired. That is our true fulfillment. We want to build leaders with integrity that can change the world, that can make a difference. Say I, you like that? I. Nice. So, that is my hope. That is also Ernie's hope, I believe. You have to make a difference in this world. right? And I hope today, my short sharing will have a little bit of impact. Yeah? I'm not saying that, in fact, I'm not here to teach you anything in particular. I'm also not an expert. I've got to clarify that. I just want to share, and if there's anything that you feel that's relevant, and if you can take home something, please do, by all means, and go back and think about it. I hope it kind of impacts a little bit in your life. Alright? I got a couple more slides, but I think I'm going to wrap up. I was hoping to share some case studies, but I think that we'll leave it for another session because I believe I should be invited again.
Yes.
Okay, alright?
Industry Mentor will be here on a quarterly basis. So you will see Patrick many, many more times. Yeah? Thanks for Patrick. Everyone, big hand for Patrick. For Patrick, why a lot of them can answer integrity. In integrity, 3 things towards integrity. Do not
Lie.
do not
Cheat.
do not
Steal.
Very good. Fundamentals of integrity. Don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal. You have practiced integrity. Okay? Very simple, and that's what PORTMAN is about. When Patrick say, why do we work so hard tirelessly to make sure the young people, because we are led by very, very bad leaders. Good leaders will not have scandals of having killed Mongolians. Good leaders will not have scandals of having a lot of unnecessary water, not enough for the states and everything else. So we are in very, very dangerous times. So the only way to save the world is not just to talk lip service, is to do it. And why is this so important to have your values, what you believe in, what's important to you? Because what's important to me is the future of my Malaysians, right? And what actions am I taking? Don't want to talk. If I keep on hantam education Malaysia, I hantam gila-gila one. So what I do? I buy a college and do it, I think, the way it's supposed to be. That's the whole idea. So you don't just talk, you do it. Right? And most importantly, we do it with integrity. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, we'll be fine. And I'm very certain, you know why? A lot of the older seniors and leaders are dying already. We are very young. We have a very strong heart. We have a young group of very passionate people. We believe in what we do, we will go very far. And that's why we have this monthly talk. So it becomes a bigger crowd, and small little ripples will make things happen. Make sense? Thank you very much for once again being here for Business Doctor Program. We will see you next month. Our next month topic.
This is our next one topic. Then, this year. And thank you, Mr. Ani and Mr. Patrick. Hope you all have a nice dream tonight.
Yeah, talking about property.
Yes.
This we go to the last second slide. Just very briefly share.
Yes. And now I'm going to tell you about that also, because you definitely don't want to miss that out.
Okay, I'm also a small-time entrepreneur. So some months back, I set up another company called Skybridge International. Go to the end.
The third last slide.
I didn't tell you about the tomatoes, so I'll tell you about tomatoes next time, right? Let's go to the end. Just very quick one. I'll just give you the website address so you can check it out. Yeah, that's the one. So a couple of months ago, I set up a new company called Skybridge International. Alright? So you guys can Google it up. Alright? Just go for skybridge.asia. It's all about property education. Now we also believe very much, I believe same thing as Ernie, which is about financial education. Right? All of us want to make money, right? We want to get rich. Right? So one of the fastest way is actually property investments. Right? And we teach people how to do it responsibly in that sense. Right? So I'm just not going to take too much time. This coming Saturday, in fact we have a seminar right now, but you can't be there. So the next one is Saturday on the 29th of June. For more information, just go to the website. I'll talk to you more about the property education bit another day.
Right, I can come back to the next one also, because if you go to my, just now,
this is about property, right?
Yeah, property, go to the next one. And in fact, either Adrian or Michelle should come back.
Right, you should do it.
What I'm doing next month, which is we do business 1 month, we do personal 1 month. How do I help people become rich very fast, very quickly? And this is for my staff also, for all my team members and also for students and the people who will come here. You don't want to miss this next month. Huh? Why? 3 strategies to locate means find. Buy and get rich from property investment. My personal success and real experiences revealed. I will show you exactly where to buy, how to buy, and how to make 100% whatever investment you put in less than 5 years. Cool or not? Alright? This afternoon I shared with you, I bought my house for how much? 400,000. All I did was, what? Stay in it for 6 years. After 6 years, my house is worth how much now? 1 million. Okay? You want to know how to do that? You want to know how to do that?
Yes.
Next month? Okay? Next month, free. I'll show you, I'll teach you exactly how to do it. So come next month and then we'll share with you. Bring your friends. Very important, the two hands. This is your partner. This is your other partner. This is you. This is your wife. If your husband, your wife. Always make sure your wife and husband is like this. Okay? Because if it's like this, you all will think alike, invest alike, do things alike. If not, always like that, big problem. I want to buy. No lah. I want to buy. No lah. Die faster. Means divorce faster. Understand? Okay? With that, thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later.